No, I haven't seen him. Anyways,
I know, me neither.
let's talk. But when we're ready, I will read this. QAnon is destroying people's relationships, folks.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm ready. I'm ready. This is a freaking article, guys.
Oh my. Although we can definitely talk about
Are we getting dramatic reading now? Is that what
dramatic reading?
Oh, this is like the not ready for reality players.
Everybody settle in.
This is by Mike Rothschild, and we all know who Mike Rothschild is, right?
Yes, your favorite, besides Ben Collins.
Yeah,
He's
between
such
him
a
and
great
Ben
journalist.
Yeah. The ambiguously gay. I mean, never mind. Let's just move on. Sorry. Okay.
No, totally true.
How the QAnon conspiracy tore this relationship apart. Okay, so here we go. Look at this couple.
I like your laugh.
What's going on right away? It's like, what am I going to get into here? How the QAnon conspiracy tore
Is that the
this
Snopes couple?
Let's find out. The Snopes couple.
Probably.
Let me kill this ad real quick. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Let's read what paragraph. Guys, interject if you have any comments to make. Okay? When 60-year-old Minnesota Democrat Kim Holberg went public with her long-term relationship with a QAnon-believing conservative, it might have been the Trump era's most extreme case of opposites attracting. Like, this is already a recipe for disaster.
The Trump era? He's only been freaking in for 2 years.
Well, you know what? To these guys, it is the Trump era. It won't.
So when he's done, it will be an era.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
These guys are counting the seconds till they can get Trump either out of office. I mean, they're going to wait another 6 years. But yeah, it is the Trump era to most of these folks. They it's like taking forever, right? They're being tortured every second. But check this out. Is this a recipe for disaster already? Like, why are these two hooking up in the first place? A Democrat and a QAnon-believing conservative? Well, first of all, here's my question.
Here's the dude was the...
Who is this guy? I don't care if he's a QAnon believer. What the heck is his problem?
Yeah.
I don't even know if this guy's legit. I don't think he's a legit QAnon follower. Or he probably doesn't have. Okay, no, I'm gonna stop making.
He was attractive.
Yeah, maybe she's really attractive. What if she's really hot?
In the dark.
She was like a lib. Keep reading. She has to be a lib. There it is.
Okay, here we go. All right, let's move on. She's a diehard liberal and Hillary voter who had campaigned for her in 2016. She actually campaigned.
Oh my gosh. No. Fake news, fake story. This never happened.
That's what I'm thinking too.
No way.
It's just like Fantasy Island. This is almost like a movie.
You know what it is? She's probably going to end up being one of the walk away like poster children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend, Blake Sohn, is just as equally devoted to Trump. I can see this train wreck like 5 miles away. Okay, moving on. But as Holmberg describes for Esquire last August, their political differences didn't drive them apart. They brought them together. That's called, talk about toxic garbage right there.
Yeah, right.
What was their relationship based on? Okay, never mind. Let's keep on moving. They bantered and debated, all the while growing closer, introducing their families to each other, and even beginning to commingle their finances and household.
Can you imagine when they argued, she's screaming at the sky?
Yeah, right. It's like,
And he's chanting, lock her up.
yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
Wow. You're watching the train wreck in slow motion. Now you gotta give Mike Rothschild some credit here.
Oh no.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh, this is where it gets real, folks. Here we go. And then, dun, 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 QAnon came along, and Sohn got consumed by the conspiracy theory that military intelligence avatar QAnon he's an avatar, by the way, was secretly dropping hints at an upcoming purge of the deep state, which is crammed full of pedophiles, Satanists, thieves, and would-be usurpers. At the time, Holmberg told Esquire that while the two were getting into more arguments because of QAnon theories, they could still cool things off. Oh my goodness.
I love this line.
Now, though they've broken up, and Q is to blame. Look at this. That's right. Q is to. All right, here we go. Gosh, this is a recipe for disaster. You know what? Yeah, you know what? We should thank. You know this guy. What's his name? What's the guy's name? Holmberg. What's his name? Son needs to thank Q. He should be kissing the feet of Q at this point in time. That's my opinion. But let's move on.
Look at this next line. This reminds me of what's his name? Shia LaBeouf. You will not divide us.
Oh my gosh! This is the girl speaking. Okay, this is the girl speaking. Here we go. I worry this unknown force that is Q will create an even deeper divide between us if we allow it to continue, Holmberg said at the time. As it turns out, she was right to worry. Because the unlikely pairing between the liberal Hillary campaigner and the conservative who had embraced the conspiracy theory that Hillary is a baby-eating Satanist ended with Sohn ending the relationship due to Holmberg's quote-unquote toxicity. Oh, really? Toxicity. Oh, gosh.
Oh, this is worse than a sitcom.
Right? I told you it was worth it.
Hey,
I wasn't steering you wrong, dude.
Holmberg's toxicity? Oh my gosh. Oh, I guess we're throwing that word toxic around quite a bit, huh? All right, let's move on. In an exclusive interview with the Daily Dot, Holmberg okay, everything from this point on is Holmberg's perspective, I would imagine. Holmberg detailed the descent of the man she loved and still loves down the spiral of conspiracy theory, emotional dislocation, and eventually solitude, all because of an increasing obsession with QAnon. Oh,
little Galaxy, cool. He dumped her.
Did he?
Invite him here and send him some kudos. Yeah,
I think he did dump her.
With Sohn ending the relationship due to Holmberg's toxicity, it was her toxicity.
Well, you know, if she behaved like all the Democrats that were watching on TV, he probably shouldn't have started the relationship. But obviously, I'm not gonna side with the Sohn guy either. I'll let you know right now.
I'm telling you, it's the makeup sex, MAGA.
I was just waiting for it, brother. I needed another guy to come in here and set the record straight.
Oh yeah, because we weren't gonna say it.
Oh my god! Thank you so much, Sleep.
Sure it is.
All right, here we go. It was a complete and total shock, Holmberg said. He went from saying, "We're in this for the next 30 years," to some overnight rage tweeting with people online, and then we're done because I'm the one that's caustic and carries all the hate. I was told that it's because of my hate for Donald Trump and for QAnon that he can't be with me.
Get the tissues.
You know what? I wish there was I wish they tape recorded like these conversations, these arguments. It would be hilarious to watch. Anyways, to listen to. Sohn had embraced the QAnon conspiracy theory soon after it first emerged from the swamp of 4chan. The swamps of 4chan! Oh my goodness, this guy.
Toxic comment.
It's the swamps of 4chan. It's not just a message board. It's the swamps of 4chan. Where the toxic Avenger lives. Okay, let's move on. In November 2017, but before then, Holmberg described someone whose link to that world was merely enjoying political intrigue in the same way any fan of Tom Clancy or James Bond might. All right, here we go.
Someone said, yeah. Wait, oh, I lost it. Damn it.
What did he say?
Charles Foote said Q is a homewrecker.
He is. He is. Oh, you know what? Q. I'm gonna give Q the credit for knocking some sense into this numbskull. So sorry, man. Sorry, brother. Sorry, bro.
Bubonic Nug said she was dead weight. He checked Q posts.
So if you're out there, maybe he listens to Patriots Soapbox.
Right? Yeah, you never
right?
know.
Sure he does.
So you come to the light, brother. You gotta dial in. We gotta have a conversation with you.
We're here for you, my friend. We're here for you.
That's right.
Where we go one, we go all.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Is he still single, Lady Cole? Why do you want to know?
Lady Cole. Hey, Philip, you got some people on the YouTube chat looking for love.
Whoa. Welcome to the Patriots Love Box.
Oh my goodness.
Who's behind curtain number 1?
Out of the frying pan and into the love box. Okay, here we go. Let's move on. Where are we? He was not always into conspiracy theories, Holmberg said, saying he disdained ideas like flat Earth and reptilian overlords. Oh, wow, he's very sane then. But it was a Trump Spygate scandal where Trump accused the Obama administration of illegally surveilling his presidential campaign on behalf of Hillary Clinton that truly turned him into a Q believer. I think that's going to be most of the nation in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say. Wait till the D class.
Wow. This is so crazy, folks. This is the craziest sentence I've ever heard in my life. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's almost as crazy as the flat Earth and the reptilian overlord. Notice how this writer puts it all in the same bucket.
Yeah.
You ain't nothing but a home record. Dropping all the time.
I usually am going to have songs about this. All right, here we go. Next. And according to Holmberg, he should have known better. Blake is a very smart guy. He's got 2 degrees. He runs his own business. He's a dad. He's a Christian. He goes to church, she said. But she watched helplessly as he declared that he was going to, quote unquote, figure out the spying scandal, even buying a huge framed poster of the connections of all the players and hanging it in the living room. What a psycho. Wait, okay, guys. How many of you guys have a freaking poster in your living room with all these?
Hey, does he have all the red yarn lined up?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Where's the yarn? You need the yarn as part of this poster.
It's like the Pepe thing or whatever, right?
If it's the Epoch Spygate poster, that's like 10 feet tall.
Oh, yeah. That's probably what he got.
I just need the yarn. You know what, Stardust? I'm serious. This sounds like crazier by the second. This article.
I don't think
it's fake.
Do you believe this article? I don't even believe this article. But this is fake news. This is absolutely fake news.
Like, I hope this guy exists.
This is propaganda.
I love this man.
This is such. I think that movie, The Avengers, that the new one. I think that's more realistic. This is so fantastical. It's nuts. All right, here we go. From Spygate, it wasn't a long jump to a full-throated embrace of the supposed military intelligence intrigue of QAnon. And for a while, Holmberg could keep the peace simply by having a shared agreement to not talk about it and to go to separate corners. It got too heated.
You're in timeout. You got to go to your corner. You're in timeout.
Yeah, right? He's like, let me tell you about how Obama spied on Donald Trump. Hey, go to your corner. Let's go to our corner.
That just triggered me. You use the word spied. That's so reptilian. I'm going to go to my corner. You go to your corner, okay? Don't even use that word spied. The word spy triggers me. Don't say the word spy, please.
Then don't look at the poster.
You know what? That poster in the living room, it's triggering me every time I walk by it.
She's all ripping it down.
Oh my god.
When he left her, no, yeah, he's better have taken his poster with him when he left.
Oh, no.
All right, here we go. We're not going to finish this article, guys. This is crazy.
Yeah.
But after the Esquire piece in August, Sohn became more enraptured with a web of QAnon decoders who have carved out a niche of daily YouTube videos, podcasts, and tweet threads expanding upon what Q's drop meant. And the coming of the day when, as Sohn sadly told her, I'm saved and you're not. Oh my gosh, this guy is a beast. This guy is. Oh my goodness.
Not tonight, dear. I have a Q drop.
This guy is savage. Look at what did he told her that.
Janet said he split as soon as he saw her kill box.
Oh my god.
You guys are funny.
Yeah, I walk down the street, I see kill boxes like wrapped around people's heads. Let's go on. Doesn't everybody on this channel? No, never mind.
Oh my god.
He's like, you don't?
You don't see those. You don't see those brackets? Just okay. Never mind.
Can you read the next part?
All right. What she described was a man. Okay, here we go. What she described was a man who had started to eschew family and work connections in favor of a never-ending diet of QAnon media, all reinforcing the message that Trump was a persecuted spiritual figure and that the Obamas and the Clintons were at the heart of a web of pure evil. Early on, Sohn was diligent in trying to quote-unquote save Holmberg, but even that fell by the wayside.
No, look at somebody said he sadly told her. Up at the top, it said he sadly told her, "I'm saved in your."
Oh, Willie 63, you're too kind. Thank you.
This guy is nuts. This Sohn guy.
Sadly told her, "I'm saved."
He's a beast. All right, here we go. Here she goes. He gave up on the books, then gave up on the YouTube videos, she said, referencing them as ways he tried to convert her. He became more solitary in his media consumption, blasting Dan Bongino podcasts at full volume.
Psychological warfare.
Even when she asked him to turn them off. And the research became a round-the-clock affair. Oh my gosh. Dan Bongino, what a psycho.
Uh-oh.
This guy is out of control.
You ruined their relationship. You're part of it, Dan.
Hey, you know what? Dan Bongino is equally to blame. You know what? I don't want to just blame. Mr. Rothschild, you got to blame Dan Bongino as well. You know what? All these conservatives, these decoders are all a bunch of home wreckers. Okay? Let's move on. He's down the rabbit hole in the middle of the night, she said, referencing Sohn reading endless threads on Reddit, Vote, 4chan, 8chan, and Twitter, deep into the wee small hours. He was drawn into the endless grift of Q and Trump gurus like Praying Medic, Firefighter Prophet, Mark Taylor, Tracy Beans, and others. I had to listen to this stuff every day, Holmberg said, and with it came a rising level of paranoia. These people will drive you crazy.
What's bull? Nobody ever listens to Tracy Beans and has paranoia. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
You listen to these three folks, guys. 4 folks. You will lose your mind. No, there's only 3 of them. Okay, never mind. Here we go. A while back, we came back from Mexico, and he said he was sure the CIA had broken into his house and had stolen his files, and that they were hacking his phone, she said, reminding him that the military intelligence complex likely would have little interest in someone who merely ran a marketing firm. Oh my gosh. Even though she would continuously shove away the Q material he forced on her. Guys, this guy, he is absolutely forcing this QAnon material on her.
Grab your pussy hats.
Guys, that's toxic masculinity right there.
I can't believe.
Forcing QAnon material on a woman. How could you?
Yeah, I don't know if we could be friends with him now, Where are we going?
Okay. Oh, I love how he writes. I love his imagery here in his article writing. Holmberg made it clear that she never stopped loving Sohn, even though he was forcing stuff on her. Okay, here we go. And when QAnon went on their occasional hiatuses from posting, their relationship actually improved. There was a point in time around the first of the year where Q had stopped posting. And I thought there was a crack in his Q armor.
For 10 days.
That 10 days of darkness was the best thing for our relationship. Okay, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Then Q came back and suddenly he dug his heels in even stronger. And Sohn was unable to accept even gentle ribbing about Q maybe having taken a Christmas vacation. Someone joked that Q took a Christmas vacation and this guy got upset. Really?
That's what she's trying to say.
This is psychotic. You know who? What's her name? The girl who testified in front of Congress against
Bradley.
No.
Ford.
Ford. This
Yeah,
girl
Ford.
sounds like Ford. I don't know if she's okay. Never mind. Let's keep on moving. We got 8 more minutes. How much is okay? After that, they stopped talking about politics altogether because he got so angry. Almost on a daily basis, I'd be goaded into arguments, just picking and picking. By the end, she described Sohn as being completely consumed by QAnon. Now he's completely solitary. His kids have just distanced themselves from him. He's lost all his friends, his parents. He's absolutely alone. And it's all of his own doing.
Oh my gosh.
She advises people going through what she's gone through to listen, but not respond. Don't call the believer crazy. Don't call them stupid. And don't get sucked into it yourself. Oh my god, she's now a bastion of wisdom, folks. Now that she's been victimized by this QAnon person, she will now go and she'll tour the country talking about this toxic relationship. It's awesome. If someone were to walk away from QAnon, Holmberg made it clear she'd take him back. My life will be better without QAnon in it. But I almost lost my best friend, she said. For now, she's content to tweet about her plight. And she's cultivated a support group over Facebook, about a dozen people, mostly women, but a few men, who reached out to her after their relationship suffered trauma. There is a QAnon relationship support group, guys! Oh my goodness.
Welcome to Cuckville.
Oh,
For the trolls out there, you guys can attend the support group. It's probably nationwide. You got to call your local chapter of the QAnon, coming from a QAnon relationship support group.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's almost done. It's almost done.
We
Wow.
gotta throw the love donuts out there, man, for the trolls.
Okay, last paragraph. But when she would take some back, if he addressed the underlying issues behind his Q obsession, she's not counting on it. I can handle a Trumper. I knew that going in, she said. I love the guy, and he was my life partner. I wanted to be there and help, but I'm not holding my breath. And she's going to keep pushing back no matter what. And this is, by the way, this is, I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is Mike Rothschild, but this is the last quote. I see examples of Q destroying relationships every day.
He has a very flamboyant writing style, if that was him.
Well, I'll tell you what. I kind of did that little dramatic reading, so I'm partly to blame.
No, come on. He tried to pull out every emotion there was, and like.
Oh my gosh, he was forcing QAnon material. He was like basically. Never mind. I'm not going to say.
No, somebody said that in chat. A couple people did. The R word.
That is the R word. That QAnon material.
Yeah, right?
That was ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I thought that was. I'm sorry. You know what? I think I was right on that one. That one was perfect. That brought us a lot of
Crazy.
joy.